It's time for Trivia Tracks with yours truly, Price Robertson, sponsored by Ouachita Valley Respiratory Care and Beth Smith at Edward Jones. Do you have any idea who Joanie Laurer is? Well, that name isn't familiar with everybody, but those of you wrestling freaks will know her as Chyna. That's Chyna. She first rose to prominence with the WWF in 1997, where she was billed as the 9th wonder of the world, as Andre the Giant was already billed as the 8th. Born in Rochester, New York, on December 27, 1969, she had 2 older siblings and grew up with 3 stepfathers and 1 stepmother, as her parents divorced when she was around 4 years old. No doubt her early life was traumatic. Her first stepfather threatened suicide at one point, while her biological father had once accidentally stabbed her mother in the thigh with a butcher knife. Between 1973 and 1983, she, her siblings, and her mother moved several times. As a child, she learned to play violin and cello. She later said she was sexually kissed by a much older teacher who worked at her school. At 13, she began purging after she ate. She left home at 16 when her mother tried to force her into a drug rehabilitation facility and lived with her biological father. That year, she began working out, and because her abdominal muscles were so strong, she did not feel any pain when she developed an ovarian tumor. She finished her last year of high school in Spain. She graduated from the University of Tampa in 1992 with a major in Spanish literature. She studied French and German there and said that during this time, she was raped by 2 men after getting drunk at a party. She then became a member of the ROTC and originally wanted to use her knowledge of foreign languages to work for the FBI or DEA. She subsequently joined the Peace Corps and was assigned to Guatemala. After returning from abroad, she held several odd jobs, entered fitness competitions, and in 1995, trained at Keller Kowalski's Pro Wrestling School in Malden, Massachusetts. While attending the school, she also worked for various independent promotions as Joanie Lee. Some of her earliest matches were set up by the Fabulous Moolah. Although she was approached by WCW, Shane McMahon, son of Vince McMahon, would invite her to join the WWF. She went on to become a founding member of D-Generation X as WWF's first female enforcer. She twice held the WWF Intercontinental Championship, the only female performer to do so, and once held the WWF Women's Championship. She was also the first woman to participate in the Royal Rumble and King of the Ring, in addition to becoming the #1 contender to the WWF Championship. With singles victories over several prominent male wrestlers, including Triple H, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, and Jeff Jarrett, she left what WWE called a lasting legacy as the most dominant female competitor of all time. Chyna's female opponents include Lita, Marlena, and Trish Stratus. After leaving WWF in 2001, she wrestled sporadically with New Japan Pro Wrestling in 2002 and TNA in 2011. The latter was her final appearance in the ring. Outside of wrestling, Chyna appeared in Playboy magazine twice, plus numerous TV shows and films. On April 17, 2016, she was found dead in her Redondo Beach, California apartment of an apparent accidental overdose. She was just 46. In 2019, Chyna was posthumously entered into the WWE Hall of Fame as a member of D-Generation X, making her the first woman to be inducted as part of a group or team. Till next time, I'm Price Robertson. Amazed by today's trivia? Then join me every Monday through Friday morning for Trivia Tracks on Fox Sports Camden 97.1.